Okay, welcome to part 1 of the laser build, also known as will work for laser. We're going to go over the CAD model in this one. I did shoot another video, but not happy with the footage, so I'm going to reshoot it, going over all the stuff that I already have on hand for this project. We're going to start with the x-axis on this. X-axis, which is going to be running NEMA 17 motor, 0.5 Newton meter with 10mm belt directly driven. I was going to do a 3-to-1, but didn't quite have space for it. So for now we're going to go with direct drive. I can always put a NEMA 23 motor on there. I have got just enough real estate to do so. The belt's going to be attached to this plate over here, with the belt's teeth are going to drop into those grooves, just a flat backer plate. And then this relief here is literally a clearance relief for the motor. Let me get this thing, for the motor, and the energy chain will be attaching, heading away from the motor, so it'll loop like that. And the reason for doing that is it will allow clearance over my y-axis motor. On the idler side, 10mm idler, these two plates, they'll go in with T-nuts into the slot. They've got a little reference there, and I'll just slide it back to tension it, so I'm not going to bother putting any fancy tension and stuff. Okay, onto the y-axis. Y-axis, the motor is a NEMA 23 2 Newton meter, dual shaft, so I'm putting a coupling running off to an 8mm shaft on the other side of the machine, and then dual belt drive. This is an 8mm piece of alley. These plates here that will be bolted to the linear guides have a reference for the linear guide on there, so what I'll do is I'll indicate the linear guide in relation to my aluminium profile, and then when this goes on I know it'll be square to it. Then also got a little reference there for my 4060 cross beam. I was going to go with V-wheels, but decided to go with the linear guides I have on hand, mostly because I have them and I don't have to buy anything. I would have had to have bought V-wheels. I had to buy some profile, but I would have had to have bought V-wheels, and yeah, it worked out to be just cheaper to use what I have. It's a little bit like, the idea was to have this as a shareable design, but it's kind of custom to my linear. We can tweak it if anyone is interested at a later stage. Then my front idlers here, also same thing, except going into that profile as well. They won't slide to tension, they just, I've got them going into both profiles to make it super rigid. And then I'll attach to the bottom or the T-slot there for my belt tensioner and fixing methods. Then for the Z, I'm gonna run 4 separate lead screws. Oh, that didn't lock. Okay. I'm gonna run four lead screws paired together off to 0.5 Newton meter NEMA 17s, because that's what I've got. Those, and the only length belts I could get in GT2 would allow me to put the motors at the back of the machine. I couldn't link them all in one go with a closed loop belt. Then I got this little bracket here that's going to go to some energy chain that I have off my current laser, and a little track there for the energy chain to run on. I've modeled in all the brackets so I could get a count for them and all the profile. This is kind of straining my system a little bit, but it was worth it. I'm probably not going to go with a honeycomb bed. Probably go with the steel plates and then a pin bed, just for better airflow and better off the machine finishes on parts. I'm going to be running one of these CNC shields. I have 2 of them on hand already, and then I'm probably going to start off with Arduino Uno, because again I have 2 of them on hand, but I want to put in an ESP32, the Arduino variant of that, or make an adapter for the non-Arduino variant of that. Mostly because I can go a lot faster with it, and it has some really fancy features that are coming. Okay, I got the model of a laser tube I pulled off GrabCAD, and of the mirrors, but these are not necessarily the mirrors I am getting. These are just placeholders for now, and a placeholder head. The first thing I ordered for this build was the mirrors, because I couldn't find the model, so I needed them on hand so I could finalize this. The mirrors will be mounted off the T-slot here, and that will probably be adjustable on a 45 degree so that I can align my mirror height. In all likelihood, the tube and mirror 1 are going to be fixed onto their own frame, and that frame will be adjustable to align it with everything else. These brackets here are just temporary. That's not what it's actually going to look like. That's just how I modeled it, but I really, really dislike it. I have started working on the covers. Basically 18mm ply base and back, because I've had to buy a sheet of plywood for another job. And then aluminium profile. Don't know, I might do sheet metal, might do aluminium profile, I haven't actually decided. My cooling system, I'm planning on running two 240mm radiators, and then a pretty big reservoir. Haven't really decided what I'm going to do there yet, but got them in there to see what kind of real estate I have available. Anyway, that's basic CAD overview. Thanks for watching. Hopefully in the next one we will be going through all the stuff. I'll reshoot all that footage, going through what I have on hand already, and then we can move on to making some parts. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy.